Welcome to the finals, everybody. This has been quite an interesting, tournament. This is going to be a really great run. It's the best of 3. So we've got our finalists, Callie versus DryEye. I hope you're all as excited as I am.
And welcome on in, everyone. Yeah, gonna be a really nice
runners.
Yeah, before we get started, introduce ourselves. I'm A-Press. I'm gonna be one of the commentators for Grand Finals today.
And I'm Shelby, the co-coms.
Yeah, should have some really exciting couple of matches here. At least 2, potentially 3. And we should be pretty good to get this first one started pretty soon. I think I'll go ahead and
count them down.
Ping the runners, or have they? Yeah, here, I'll ping the runners, make sure they're ready, and we'll get them counted down.
All right, both runners are ready. Callie making sure his game is in Chinese.
Alright, so we've got to give it a little bit of time for the stream delay to catch up for us, but they should be going any second now.
Both runners are... Oh no, DryEye is on 1.5 and Callie's on 1.432. Which means we get to see some back rolls and elevator squeezes, my beloved, from DryEye.
Yeah, it's been really fun throughout this tournament, seeing just like so many different patches and strats and routes throughout the whole thing.
And then there's Callie who switched routes on us.
Right, yeah, I was going for some QGA in some races. I think said during one of his last races that he's probably going to be doing Sporeshroom route for the rest of the tournament. That's kind of what I expect to see from him here today.
Awesome.
Yeah, I know he said he wasn't feeling too confident about his QGA, so switched it over to Sporeshroom to kind of avoid that issue.
Avoid the nerves of potentially dunking. QGA is a tough one. Can we get some KP people arrives, please, in chat? Did he learn spider elevator? I saw him practicing spider elevator in warm-up. KP people arrive.
KP people arrive. It's time.
Let me also contribute. There we go.
Hang on a second. I'm not sure if the sound is coming through. I'm not really sure why it isn't, but I don't seem to have it from either of the streams.
I don't have it through Discord either.
I might need to try resetting these these sources from the stream real quick to see if I can get that to fix. Sorry about that.
Do you want me to ping them both?
No, it should be fine. It'll just go down on the restream for just a sec, but they should be fine to keep going.
Both runners had a nice KP. Looks like Callie was slightly ahead, falling out. There we go. We've got audio.
Nice.
Yeah, DryEye's audio. Perfect.
Really quick refresh the source on Callie's end too, and we should be good to go now. Sorry about that, but it'll all be good now.
So DryEye did get the inventory drop, but was hit by a Gruzzer out of it. Callie with a nice Aspid Arena.
Probably going to be following right behind, both getting that double spike. You love to see it.
Good amount of Geo, too.
Yeah, it's not too big of a deal, the early game Geo, but the more you get just saves you time in City later on, so definitely appreciate having a little bit more out of Aspid Arena.
Heading to, the first kind of trick, Statue Pogo. Callie got it just fine. DryEye also getting it.
Nice. Yeah, I mean, these runners have both put so much time into any percent and just Hollow Knight in general. They are very familiar with this early game.
They're your two finalists for a very good reason.
Yes.
They've both had solid runs throughout this entire tournament. I'm not so sure if DryEye has scared us so much, but I know Callie has scared the crap out of us. A lot of 1 HP moments.
I mean, I know DryEye had some pretty rough matches during pools. Like, some races that ended up being pretty far from PB, just like some unfortunate deaths and stuff like that. But so far during the bracket, I feel like he's really like improved on that consistency.
Great thing about any percent, you just get to skip right through False Knight. You don't need City Crest.
So they'll be straight into Ancestral Mount, picking up that very important Vengeful Spirit.
Our one and only spell.
Yeah, it looks pretty close for both of them here at the VS split. I think that's what, like a 342 for Callie. Dry probably like a 343, so very close. Dry losing a little bit of time getting hit in Grozer Drop Room, but altogether keeping it really close in this first split.
We've definitely seen how a strong early game really helps keep the lead in a lot of these runs. So I know none of us like early game, but practicing early game is good.
Yeah. No, and especially, I think a lot of runners tend to play at least listening to the stream or like keeping tabs on how their opponent's going. I mean, even just knowing you have that lead, like going into City, going into Watcher Nights, can really like help with the confidence boost. You know, not feeling like you need to go for super unsafe strats. You just get to like play your game and keep going that way.
In terms of unsafe strats, I think both of these runners will be bench skipping Inspire.
Yeah, I'd be honestly a little shocked if we saw benches from either of them, unless there were some pretty like
really rough RNG.
Yeah. And yeah, it looks like we got first spit balders from both of them there in A Mound. Hopefully we'll see the same pattern on the way to Green Path. Ooh, Dry actually hit a soul short here.
One short. Oh no. A rude RNG there. Callie not having any soul for the fireball skip. Unfortunate. DryEye will, though. See if he'll make it.
Nice, it's gonna nail that. Yeah, and I think we had around a 5:21 Green Path entry for Callie, so it's gonna put him about 5 seconds ahead here going into Green Path. Missing that soul collection definitely cost DryEye a pretty good chunk of time.
Callie's coming up to the first fireball skip.
Well, actually, I guess be the second one for DryEye, but
True. Callie got it just fine. Let's see what DryEye does here. Easy.
well, Callie not quite coming in with 2 fireballs for this fireball skip, but is able to just get it with 1. Let's go.
Gaming. Going for a nice inventory knockback there. DryEye also gaming. All 3 fireball skips for DryEye.
Yeah.
That brought back some time for him, for sure. You love to not see emotional support Eric Pogo being used in a race. I wouldn't know that. Eric is my friend.
I don't know. I think even among people who don't always get fireball skips, I think it's hard to call Eric a friend.
Well, I mean, he was... if you get the bad Eric RNG, you're just really kind of screwed, but... Callie, messing up the VFK kill, but saving it.
Yeah, missed that very first nail hit. Kind of just recovered and made sure to get that kill. So gonna be another little thing for DryEye to catch up on some time here.
It's the very minor optimizations of early game that really can either bring you back from an unfortunate RNG situation like DryEye, or, you know, can really kind of lose you a lot of time.
Mm-hmm.
Even just missing one of the fireball skips can be tragic for your time in a final race like this.
Yeah, for sure.
Hornet seems very jumpy for both runners.
Yeah, DryEye getting lucky to start with the nail throw attack at least. I think that definitely helped him out with the finishing that fight up a little bit faster than Calli's was. But very good fights from both runners. Can be really hard to react to a super jumpy Hornet like that.
Calli actually had a gold green path entry.
Oh, wow.
I keep my little extra tabs open to have more information.
Yeah. Yeah,
Trying to be a good comms here.
A bit of a lead change here. Looks like DryEye now has about a 2-second lead on Calli. So definitely made up time with that green path.
The unfortunate VFK for Calli cost him a good bit
Yeah,
there.
for sure. And then that Hornet too. Seeing some
Calli got the inventory drop.
really clean fungal drops from both runners.
Now we're going to ePogo. Calli does Calli Pogo, of course. Calli Pogo is quite hard. I don't know which version of ePogo DryEye does.
I'll be honest, I don't know if I could like match up all the names with all the e-pogos at this point. It's just like, yeah, you do a fireball, you stall, you pogo with the mushrooms, and you get up there.
All that matters is it's horrible on latest patch. Nobody likes it.
I'm honestly I enjoy e-pogo.
Beautiful, both runners.
Yeah, so Calli, I think noticing that he was a little bit low, opted to fall back into the explosion. Make sure he gets enough height to not have to retry the e-pogo.
Beautiful Mantis Pogo from both runners, wow.
But yeah, really nice being able to back that up. It takes some quick reaction. You just really need to be familiar with the skip to know when you need to go for it.
Unfortunately, on latest patch, you can't lure the Mantis up to hit you out of the animation, unlike 1221.
We're gonna see DryEye. Yeah, the sync is great, but DryEye is keeping that little 2-second lead still going into the Gruzmother split.
Each runner is gonna hit for 6 hits of soul for Gruzmother. The sync is so satisfying right now. Ooh, Calli getting hit.
Yeah, not sure what happened there. I think might have missed a pogo getting hit by the Gome. Shouldn't be too big of a deal though.
Especially if the Gruzmother cleanup is not good for either runner.
Mm-hmm.
Can eat a lot of time up too. Going to buy Crossroads Stag now. Seems like DryEye still just about 2 seconds ahead. No Jennifer Pogo. Sad.
You do kind of hate to see it. Calli, of course, though, needed that second hit of soul from Jennifer, so didn't really have a chance to go for it.
DryEye's Gruzmother going all the way up to the corner. Unfortunate.
Yeah, shouldn't need to worry about Silling Geo there, though, thankfully.
Let's see what this cleanup looks like.
Oh, and both runners just getting it in 2 fireballs like that. Super
Amazing.
clean.
Grabbing our Salubra bench and buying our only charm of the run, Shaman Stone.
Shaman Stone very
Lost
important
right.
for giving more damage for Vengeful Spirit, as well as making it bigger, which is gonna help for getting some double hits on bosses and other enemies throughout the run. Very important charm. We see some inventory knockback cancels from both of them there.
And now both runners are setting up the shade skip to get to Dreamnail.
Neither of them forgetting to put on Shaman Stone, always an important part of the run.
No shade fireballs from either. Beautiful. It's the very boring Blue Lake split. There's no wall cling storage on latest patch. It is illegal, so unfortunately just plain old boring dashes.
There's no way to preserve momentum with wall cling storage on later patches, so even if it weren't banned, it wouldn't help in Blue Lake, unfortunately.
We now need to hope for good Dreamplat RNG.
Mm-hmm.
And by that, I mean, runners, please do not fall.
Shelby, I know you said you really don't want a comms curse there. I feel like you're cutting it close with saying things like that.
No. It's just, it's a thing. It is a thing. It happens to everybody. It's just, don't ask me how I know, but if you're gonna fall off, don't do it off of this first platform.
Yeah.
Then you have to wait for the entire respawn. The other ones are not so bad. DryEye missing Dream Dash there.
Callie is gonna get it though. Thankfully, DryEye going too late instead of too early, so able to just get the wall jump instead of falling.
See, we had nothing to worry about.
You're right.
I was simply explaining to the people. The platforms never move, but I still call it RNG. Those runners will hopefully be getting Seer Skip here. DryEye gets it.
Callie does
gets
too.
It.
Yeah, it's incredibly close. It looks like they were still DryEye with about a 2 to 3 second lead coming out of Dreamnail, so. If either runner is keeping track of the other's time, like, they're definitely going to be feeling that pressure coming into City.
One small mistake anywhere could mean a lead change at this point. Mm-hmm. It's so close. We're going to be grabbing our first relic in here to sell to Lem to be able to buy Limifly Lantern to get into Crystal Peak. DryEye taking a hit there.
Unfortunate jump from that Husk Guard.
Let's see. Oh, bad RNG at the bottom as well. Callie taking no hits.
DryEye does come out with a lot more soul than what Callie has, though. Let them do a little bit quicker movement on the way into Gorgeous Husk's room.
Interesting. Both runners killed all of the dudes first. I feel like I've seen most people kill them after.
Honestly, I'm not sure if the timings are actually different, but I feel like most current patch runners still are killing them on the way out. Whereas I think it's more of a 1-2-1 thing to kill them after. But yeah, I'm not really sure about the timings for that. If it has something to do with like how far the fireball travels or something different like that.
So this area would be the first, air quote, safety bench you would take. Both runners opting out. Both just destroying these Great Husk sentries. Bullying them.
Yeah, Callie having a much quicker fight with it than DryEye, though. Thankfully not getting
still
jumped
full
from
HP.
That. Yeah.
Wondering if DryEye will opt for a heal on the elevator?
Yeah, I think probably we saw him heal one on the way into the GHS room too, so... And yeah, we do see that one heal.
So hopefully DryEye goes for the elevator squeeze. Yes, he
He
does.
will. One of the perks of playing on 1.5 is the elevator hitboxes are a little bit different. Lets you do those kind of squeezes.
So I'm going to try to pay attention to see if DryEye gets any back rolls, because he's on 1.5.
Yeah, I think something we might see, runners have started going for some inventory knockback cancels during Watcher Nights, especially the first pair, a little bit the second pair. You trade taking some damage in order to set up some really nice positions on the Watcher Nights, hopefully. So I wonder if we're going to see any of that from either of them.
Looks like very clean so far.
Yeah, Kelly doing a really good job of getting damage on both Watcher Knights at the same time. Oh, there's one back roll for DryEye.
That was like a baby one. It was already in the corner. It's when it rolls across the entire arena.
Yeah, unfortunately, DryEye not having too great of a kill sync on that first pair.
And a big back roll there from that left watcher.
That's going to be the fight done for Callie already. That was really fast Watcher Knights.
DryEye getting some really nice triples.
Yeah, it should be just about done, and there it is. Really clean fights from both runners.
Looks like just the 2 back rolls for DryEye.
Yeah, Callie making up a lot of time between that faster GHS and the faster Watcher Knights.
It'll be interesting to see what type of inventory drop that these runners go for and if they get it or not. I know there's one that you can do on the elevator that pushes you, but there's a chance on 1.4 that it soft locks you into the wall, which we did see at one point during this tournament, unfortunately. Any soft lock enjoyers? Wild, don't say that.
Yeah, it is a position-based thing. It's if you open your inventory like too far right on the elevator, that'll happen. As long as you're far enough left, you'll either just get the inventory drop or the elevator will push you off of it when you reach the ceiling.
Wow, quite a big lead here for Callie right now.
Yeah, Callie not going for any inventory drop at all here, just opting to fall straight down the elevator shaft. I think makes sense. Play it nice and safe. I know DryEye hit the elevator up, so we should be seeing some inventory drop.
See if he'll just push off the elevator.
Ooh.
Dream nail drop. Swag.
Yeah, well,
It's
during
equivalent to an inventory drop.
during the dream nail animation, same thing where your fall speed gets uncapped. So, I mean, does have some advantages over an inventory drops in some cases. Like you don't need to worry about timing the inventory close; it just does it automatically for you.
DryEye going for the second elevator squeeze on the way back down. So we're approaching the rafters skip. Both runners do the rafters route instead of King Station Seal. I know Callie will go for right side rafters. I believe DryEye will too. Yeah,
something worth noting here, DryEye does have pretty considerably more geo than Callie does. Which right now, both of them are a little bit short for going for the Vout skip later on in the run.
Oh, Callie just slightly too low for that right side skip.
See him try to back it up with the left side, though. He is going to be able to do.
Callie on 1 HP. Callie, please. DryEye also misses right side. Callie healing, thank you. DryEye backing up the left.
Yeah, very similar split from both runners here.
Callie, please.
Yeah, getting hit during picking up that relic is pretty unfortunate. Not a whole lot you can do there.
It would make sense for Callie to not heal here to save the soul, but also if you take one wrong step in the next big room, if you could get hit by the Great Husk,
Yeah, I mean,
Don't
there's
ask me
still
how I
just
know that.
so many enemies. I mean, I died to a Great Husk Sentry on the way back from Lem too, so in one of these tourney runs, so
Callie
it can
didn't kill the
happen.
second lever lad.
Yeah, I'm actually a little surprised to not see Callie killing any enemies. I think maybe just deciding he's too low to try to pick it up for Devout Skip later on. 2357 is what you want to see leaving here, which neither runner quite has.
Callie makes Photoshop jump. No skate movement. Crying.
Oh, DryEye gets the
misses
cling.
it. We love a good fire bell.
Yeah, actually, I was a little surprised. I expected to see DryEye kill the lever husks on the way back from Lem, but I guess he decided not to.
Now both runners will be buying Lantern. So any percent does not get dive. So the only way to get into Crystal Peak to get Crystal Heart is through the toll, which won't activate unless you have Lantern, which is why we collect all those relics. Callie Golded Rafters and Lantern.
Wow. Yeah, Callie is going to be around 6 seconds ahead of DryEye now. A lot of lead changes here in the mid game.
Now it's everybody's favorite room, Infected Vengefly. Callie taking a hit.
I think he was going to get hit at the top there. Yeah, the way DryEye did. That top Vengefly can just go to the right and decide that you're getting hit. Nothing you can do about it. Unless you go around like Callie did.
We should hopefully be seeing Pogax from both runners and the finales like this.
Hope the Husk Miner cooperates here. Like it is gonna do that for Callie. And DryEye. Oh, but DryEye not quite hitting enough height. Gonna try to back it up. Okay, and he is gonna get it. Okay. Nice. I was worried, especially seeing the Husk Miners start going for those like wiggles there while he was backing it up. Like that can be really scary.
Callie going for the damage tank, trans dash. DryEye also doing the same thing. Callie go for a Dream Nail drop here? Nope, nothing. Maybe he did try to go for an inventory drop, but just missed it because he got that one.
Yeah, and on 1432 you're able to cancel your dash with opening inventory. Right, not going to get that second inventory drop. Did get the first Dream Nail drop, but if you have to hit one and miss the other, you'd rather hit the second one. A little bit unfortunate there.
Underplat from Callie.
Right, coming through with the damage tank cycle too.
Another underplat, you'd love to see it. This is where the run starts to get more interesting because the real big reset point for offline runs or anything is Umu. You can have the best pace, PB pace, whatever, into Umu, and the RNG can just say, no, not today. And there's just not much you can do about it. So we hope to see no extras from Umu. Jellyfish, please be nice. No one ever loses a pace to Umu. You're so right, Wild.
Infected Gruzzers were being really rude to Callie there. They're not going to be much nicer to DryEye getting hit on that inventory drop. You don't see very many people go for that right side inventory drop there. And that's kind of the reason why. It's so easy to get hit out of it.
Another underplat from... Oh, but dunking!
Oh,
DryEye also dunking. Oh, Callie! There's a lead change for you.
Okay, Callie... A little bit scary there again, but...
So Callie's on 2 HP here, which is quite scary.
Yeah.
Oh my god. That looked.
Callie, that was terrifying. Okay.
Please, runner's bench. Nope. Okay, none for DryEye. Oh my god. Okay,
Callie is
Callie
choosing to
benching.
bench. Okay. Yeah, that definitely gives DryEye the advantage going into Umu, but being at only 2 HP, you don't even... I guess you have the soul to go for the heal if you know how to do it, but it doesn't look like DryEye's going for it. This is just
Should
really
be seeing-
rough.
We should hopefully be seeing 2-cycle from both runners.
Yeah, I mean, at this point for DryEye on 2 HP, like, if you see any extras, like, there's not really going to be a way for you to back up the 2-cycle. Like, usually you need to damage tank for that. And even if you don't get any extras, like, getting all the dream nails is going to be difficult. But gets that first full damage rotation, is on pace for 2-cycle if he can get all the dream nails here.
I don't think Callie made the first rotation.
Yeah, Callie definitely missed that last fireball. Not sure what happened where it didn't come out. But yeah, it looks like it's going to be a 3-cycle at least from DryEye too. I think, was that an extra for Callie there?
I think it was. Also, this is 3-cycle for Callie, right? I think.
I'll be honest, it's hard for me to keep track of both. I know that was 3-eye for sure for DryEye, or 3-cycle for sure for DryEye.
Okay, both runners did make it clear through Umu. You love to see it. DryEye being very scary on that 2 HP. Getting down to 1 mask. Okay, so they both got a 3-cycle.
Okay. A little bit too high there on that C-dash.
So if anyone's familiar with the Umu fight on 1221, you see that they're set up completely different. Umu takes Dreamnail knockback on latest patch, so it's a completely different setup.
Yeah, the way Umu kind of like interacts with platforms isn't the same, so you can't really do the same. Umu also just has more health on current patch, so there's just a whole bunch of reasons why the fight sucks even more.
I don't think any speedrunner likes the jellyfish. Any category that encounters that jellyfish sucks.
Yeah, even categories like True Ending or like 1XX where you have Shriek for the easy 1-cycle, like you can still just get extras and nothing you can do about that.
Just free time loss.
Mm-hmm.
So this will be interesting to see. I believe DryEye will just be going for QGA. I'm unsure if Callie will go for QGA or just straight for Spore Shroom, because he is on 1432. Spore Shroom doesn't work the same way on 1.5.
Yeah, I know Callie's been feeling, just kind of in general, not too confident in his QGA, but I'm pretty sure he's at least paying attention to DryEye's run, so I don't know if knowing that he's a bit behind here is gonna make him want to go for QGA instead. We'll see here.
DryEye is on 1.5 and Callie is on 1.4. Both are considered latest patch, but they have their differences. DryEye getting QGA, Callie going...
Is going to be going Spore Shroom route. Yeah, so for those of you who haven't seen it before, Spore Shroom is pretty broken on this patch against THK specifically. It's able to just hit multiple parts of THK's body at the same time and does pretty insane damage.
The wall seemed to eat the 1 fireball from DryEye in the Petra Gauntlet.
Yeah, that was incredibly rude there. I've never seen the fireball get eaten by the, like, weird ceiling sloped wall there. But pretty unfortunate.
Oh, he's getting Spore Shroom. He's doing it. Let's go, Callie. We love a good Spore Shroom fight. This will be really interesting to watch both runners fight THK. They're just 2 completely different fights.
Mm-hmm.
Callie not having to deal with the annoying Petras in these rooms like DryEye has to.
Right, thankfully managing not to dunk in that room, despite some pretty shaky platforming.
Rude.
But
Rude frisbee attacks.
mhm,
That drop is so satisfying.
it is, yeah.
So I don't think anybody likes Deep Nest either. Beastin can be really rude in terms of the small spiders. Of course, the Devouts are a problem because they're tanky and hefty, but the little spiders really are out to get you. Just like that one, hitting DryEye.
Yeah, and unfortunately, neither runner's going to have enough geo to think about going for Devout Skip. So really need to keep up your HP and your soul going into Beast Den.
I don't think we'll be seeing any sort of quit out from DryEye because he does have full soul.
Yeah, I mean, when you can't go for Devout Skip, like, you kind of can't go for a quit out either. Unless you're going to be, like, manually healing back up to full. Like, there's really no reason to go for it.
Callie going for a spider elevator.
Okay. A little bit sketchy there from Callie, but he does manage to get up.
Alright, Beastin for DryEye. Let's see.
The Devout just begging him to go for Devout Skip the way it's backing up there, but...
But he couldn't!
Yeah, has to get that
no.
Geo.
Killing both spiders. Opting for a heal. Okay.
Yeah, I think that's a very good play, especially if Dry is paying attention to the race right now. Like, knowing he has a pretty sizable lead, I think it makes sense to do that.
Oh gosh, Parker, please. That spider is very rude. It can hit you into those spikes. DryEye saving the grub.
Ooh.
Oh, but dunking.
Yeah, we do love to
That
see
is-
the grub saving.
Nobody better blame that dunk on the grub. It was not the grub's fault, okay?
Yeah, never the grub's fault.
Okay. Callie's on 2, opting to heal to 4.
Yeah, this is rough though. Like, not having soul for this Devout. Oh, he's going for the Devout Skip. I guess maybe thinking better to have that health, go for the Geo Rocks later on.
Oh, he fireballed these spiders. I don't think I've ever seen that in terms of, like, geo collection.
Yeah, I mean, those spiders don't drop any Geo, so... Doesn't really
they
help
don't?
out. Yeah, Callie maybe wasn't aware of that, but yeah. Well,
Callie ignoring the grub, and now he's on 1 HP. And-
HP still not full soul. Like, this last Devout still is not going to be very quick.
I've really started to call him Callie 1 HP Graffiti for a reason.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen a lot of it this run.
DryEye. Actually rich on Geo now.
Yeah, Callie maybe going to be seeing if he can get a loan there from DryEye for this run.
I'm assuming he'll just grab the Hero Rock.
I think Callie at this point probably needs both of the rocks on the right side there, which is a little unfortunate, but... I think 21. If I remember correctly, I think you get... Is it 17 from these Geo Rocks here?
I have no idea. I really don't know.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll see DryEye making his way to Hollow Knight.
Yeah, Callie may be agreeing with Sid here. Gonna go for the...
The left side rocks.
Yeah. He's able to find him, which... a little bit...
There we go.
So DryEye does have a pretty significant lead going into THK. Callie's not going to be out of it yet, though. With Spore Shroom, he's going to have a pretty considerably faster THK fight. But I think if DryEye plays this fight well, gets not too unlucky with the attacks from THK, should be able to close this one out. But it's definitely still going to be pretty close.
So what you want to see on DryEye's side are a lot of dashes from Hollow Knight, where he can hopefully get some fireball doubles. On Callie's side with Spore Shroom, you want to see a lot of parries, so Hollow Knight stays still in the Spore Shroom cloud. And let's get some Hollow Ds in chat. Blob Pogo, but misses it from Callie.
Right, doing a pretty good job of capitalizing on these doubles, but THK not giving a whole lot of opportunities for them.
Fireballing the wrong direction for a double there. Rude THK.
Yeah, I think we only saw 2 or 3 doubles there from Dry in these first 2 phases. A little bit unfortunate, but otherwise he's doing pretty good at dealing damage, so.
Playing very aggressive.
Entering self-stab now. All your attacks.
Heal to 5.
Yeah, all your attacks only do 1 damage during that, so most runners choose to heal up during that. Oh, and gonna get a fountain. That's pretty good for DryEye if he's able to get some damage in here.
So you'll see Callie has an interesting frame on the screen. He's going for the inventory knockback cancels with Spore Shroom to keep him in the same spot. And that's GG's to DryEye for round 1.
Yeah, I think not quite enough time for Callie to finish up the fight here. But yeah, super well done, DryEye. It's a great run. Callie should still be falling pretty shortly after here.
I'm wondering if at this point, now the first race is done, if both runners will have more nerves, less nerves. Callie missing Scream Skip, unfortunate. Scammed out of it.
Yeah, but THK still, yeah, should be just about finished there.
Yep, best 2 out of 3.
That's a really solid time from DryEye, coming with a 35.02. Getting that low 35 in a race setting like that, that's super impressive. Not too far behind with, what is it going to be, a 35.41 to finish? Super solid runs from both runners.
Callie typing in chat. I believe they'll take a short break. The world record for latest patch? Good question. Let me look.
Yeah, worth noting that world record on latest patch does a completely different route than what we've seen in the tournament. Instead, not getting C-Dash, getting Ismas instead. But yeah, not a route that anyone wants to go for in a race setting. It's super reset heavy.
We'll see if racers want a short break.
Yeah, I think we'll probably take a 5 to 10 minute break. Give runners some time to rest their hands, get some water, same to chat. You have some time now. Go take care of whatever you need to do real quick. Yeah, we should be back shortly with this second match. I think in the meantime, I should have set on my screen to have be right back text instead of starting soon. But now that I have that set up, I think we're going to go ahead and move on over there, and we'll be back in just a bit with that next match.
Perfect. Everybody stretch and get some water and stuff. All right, we are back from our quick break. For anyone who's new, this is round 2 of the grand finales. I am one of your comms, Shelby.
And I'm A Press. Also, here's one of your commentators. Yeah, we just had
both runners, they had a nice break, hopefully to stretch their hands.
Saw Callie getting some last-minute practice in on Umu and QGA. But yeah, for those of you who are just joining us, this is the second match of our best of 3 grand finals here. DryEye did win the first match in a really close race. So could be coming in on... So yeah, going to be coming in on tournament point here for DryEye.
I'm going to see if both runners are ready, and then I will potentially count down.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Counting. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
There you go. They're kind of down. Should just give it a little moment for it to catch up on the restream side of things. But yeah, I mean, if chat is anything to go off of here, I think we might be seeing a pretty different race. Callie, it sounds like, has abandoned Sporshroom route. Gonna be going all in on that QGA, so exciting stuff.
Sid will not support anti-Sporshroom slander.
I
That's okay, Sid.
agree. You hate to see it. Think about how far Sporshroom has taken you already, Callie. How could you do this?
Can we get some KP people arrive from every single person in chat, please? Including comms.
Very important part of the any percent tourney experience. Oh, Callie takes a 1 dunk and then proceeds to have a fantastic race for that. Good point, Sid. Can't go too hard. Not in a grand final settings. Just a baby curse.
Good Jinky on Callie's side. Jinky being that first bench fly. Also a big reset point in early game is a rid Jinky.
Yeah, these any percent runners and their early game resets, you really do hate to see it.
Not like anyone would ever reset in a race, PK. All right. So this does have a potential to be the same route, just a different patch for each runner. We'll have to see after Umu what Callie decides to do.
I think, do you have that back? Is Callie's still playing on 1.4, right?
Yeah.
Same patch, different route. Yeah, pretty exciting to see that. I know, like Callie said in one of his post-match interviews during the bracket, like wasn't feeling good about his QGA specifically, was opting to go for deepness and Sporshroom because of it, but it looks like he's ready to do it now.
Here's confirmation in chat that Kelly will be doing QGA. You'd love to see it.
Right, once again getting hit on that inventory drop in the Gruzzer room.
Rude. Callie did not get the inventory drop.
I don't even think Callie's been going for that inventory drop there, actually. Instead just chooses to do the pre-jump and try to dodge the Gruzzers.
So again, if there are any questions during any of these races in chat, feel free to post them. Hopefully either one of us comms or someone in the chat can answer it for you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, a lot of very knowledgeable any percent and just other Hollow Knight category runners in the chat.
It's also worth mentioning that this is also being restreamed to the Hollow Knight community, the Japanese Hollow Knight community, which is very cool.
Yeah, shoutouts to Sawayoshi for setting that up. Really exciting to be able to share this across global communities like that.
kind of RNG we'll get from False Knight. Jumping forward for Callie. See what False Knight does for DryEye. Also jumping forward.
You really do love to see it. Be a 310 exit for Callie. A 311 for DryEye, so again, super close race in the early game here. Callie maybe with a slight lead.
Oh, I see we have audio switch to Callie for this race.
Yeah, I thought I'd go ahead and switch it over.
Cool. Callie picking up VS, DryEye not far behind.
Yeah, like I said, I think it's about somewhere between a 1 and 2 second lead to Callie at this point. Really not too big of a deal, and Balders are really going to have their say on who gets the lead going into Green Path.
AP and I were discussing during the break, I wonder if the short break helped either runner maybe calm their nerves for race 2, or if it maybe made them worse, depending on how they felt about their first run.
Yeah,
It'll be interesting to see plays out.
And a lot of difficult strategy questions to think about for a rapid best of 3 like this. Like, DryEye can either have the choice of like play super risky, go for just finishing it right now, or like maybe choose to take this race a little bit safer, maybe try not to overexert yourself, kind of keep yourself like still fresh, able to concentrate for that third match. Like, you know, you have one in the bag, maybe kind of try and count on like fatigue wearing down your opponent for that last match. Because going for like 3 back-to-back any percent runs like this is not easy to do. Like, they take a lot of concentration.
Especially knowing you can't reset and it's a tournament round. DryEye getting rude RNG again. Having to go for an extra hit there. Also getting another boulder.
Yeah, looking
the fireball.
Extremely similar to that last run.
Welcome in, Raiders. This is round 2 of 3 for the latest patch grand finale. Round 2 just started here. We're in Green Path.
DryEye won the first match, so we get with an advantage here. DryEye wins, that's going to be the tournament, but Callie ones are going to be going for that one final round. So, exciting stuff here.
Callie making the first fireball skip. Technically, this will be second fireball skip for DryEye. Hopefully, he also makes it. Easy.
It's not going to see any Eric in this second run.
Excellent from Callie. No homie step stool so far today.
Again, going for that inventory knockback cancel on the way out of the room.
Also nice fireball for DryEye.
Stumbling a little bit in the obble room here for Callie.
Yeah. Oh, that was an interesting pogo on DryEye's side. He pogoed the obble. Callie was low on soul.
Yeah, I know Callie tends to do that, just like has confidence in the 2 fireball Moss Knight, but when he misses it, it's pretty unfortunate. Like, doesn't have that 3rd fireball to back it up. Hopefully not going to see any VFK incidences.
Yeah, unlike last run. Beautiful from Callie's side. We're only getting VFK for the money. We don't care about Zote, we just need the money.
Mm-hmm.
Both runners very close on Geo here, only 2 apart.
723 Hornet entrance for Callie. with 7:16 for DryEye. So that puts DryEye about 7 seconds ahead. Depending on how this Hornet fight goes, we may see that lead shrink or extend a little bit. I get a needle throw there after the first stagger. Pretty nice.
It appears both of these Hornet fights are much better than last time. Well, maybe not DryEye's side.
Yeah, I mean,
Hornet is just a rude boss. She can just be rude.
Yeah, not seeing a whole lot of needle throws, which are pretty ideal for this, but looked pretty similar from both runners. I think we see that same around like 8-second lead on DryEye's side here.
Runners will be making their way to Mantis Claw, going for what I honestly would call like the hardest trick in the game is Ipogo. Callie landing on the ledge there.
Oh, Callie.
Oh,
I'm not
dunking.
sure what happened with that dash there. That is pretty unfortunate. Dunk to tank there.
Really clean static slashes on the way down though. Oh my goodness.
Dunks are not great on Callie's side, and getting those hazard respawns loses a pretty decent chunk of time. Definitely still time to make it up later on, but I mean, like we said in the last race, these early games can matter pretty good amount, even just for the momentum going into the later parts of the run.
DryEye getting Ipogo. Same with Callie. Beautiful. Not needing to damage tank this one, which is exciting because if he would have had to damage tank, he would be entering Mantis Pogo on 1 HP,
Yeah,
which is spooky.
Really don't want to have to do.
Clean Mantis Pogo from both runners, though. Yeah. This is still early game, though. Anything can happen in these races, as we've seen throughout this entire tournament, actually.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, even just thinking back to last run, if DryEye has a similar Umu to last run, like something like that really gives Callie time to catch up. I mean, even just with like the city last run, Callie really kind of pulled ahead with that great Husk Sentry and the Watcher Knight. So plenty of time for Callie to catch up here.
Rude Vengefly on Callie's side there. Taking a hit from it. Again, though, even just one slight mistake can cost a lot of time, which could easily mean a lead change. For example, if for some reason DryEye were to fall off the first platform in the Dreamnail cutscene, that loses a ton of time.
Mm-hmm.
So Callie could easily catch up there. We've seen a lot of very substantial leads in the early game to be turned around at the end and the other player win. And a lot of that can actually just ride on Umu.
I unfortunately had a really high up Grandmother kill, ended up with around 8 Geo in the ceiling, but was able to fish it all out.
Allie doing some wiggles. Oh, rude. Grezer's on Callie's side as well.
Pretty similar cleanup on both sides, honestly. DryEye also had one Grezer just kind of get away on the top there.
See, Masso in chat says going for Dream Dash and missing it is like 10 seconds.
Yeah.
There you go.
Like this early game lead, definitely not insubstantial, but Also, by no means the end of the run for Callie. Plenty of time to make it back up. Going for the Shade Skip here on DryEye side. He's going to get a Fireball from the Shade. Yeah, not anything you could do about there. Just a little bit of RNG time loss. Time loss the game decides to throw at you.
It feels like 100 seconds. Yes, it does.
Yeah, Callie using some of that extra geo he has to bribe the Shade on DryEye side. You do hate to see it.
So DryEye did miss Dream Dash in the last run, but did back it up thanks to Mantis Claw. We'll see if he gets Dream Dash this time.
Yeah, if you're gonna miss it, at least it's better to be late than early, so you don't fall off. But also going in with that kind of mentality is what makes you miss tricks, so...
Yeah, who knows what kind of nerves each runner has right now. Or if either one are watching either the comms feedback or even just the other racers stream or something. I am assuming DryEye got Dream Dash. I did not.
Yeah, it looked like it. Probably going to be getting it too.
Nice Dream Nail pickup for DryEye.
Looks like really clean Dream Plats from Callie too. Dragon beginning that Seer skip again. You love to see it. Yeah, DryEye's been having these just really great paces. Out of Dream Nail, early game has just been super clean.
Even considering some of the RNG bullying he's been getting.
Yeah, I think right now we're seeing around a 20-second lead for DryEye over Callie.
DryEye making his way into city to grab our first relic. Last race, he did take a couple of unfortunate hits in here. We'll see.
Really not getting the jump from the Huskard guard there, so looking better than last run.
Perfect. The better RNG. No hits. Callie taking a hit. Rude. Taking 2 hits.
Looking like almost a swap of the last race there.
Also, in case anyone doesn't know, these runners are killing this enemy, Gorgeous Husk, for the Geo. He drops 420.
Ooh. Yeah, and a big part of this mid-game is just building up enough Geo for Lantern.
Did Callie just accidentally fireball?
Yeah, I think Callie might have been thinking about trying to heal there while waiting for the Geo to settle. And maybe just decided not to, but had already pressed the button.
So DryEye is full HP going into this Great Husk.
Callie not healing on the elevator makes me think he might be going for the safety bench here. Oh, he's just gonna go for it with 2 HP. Okay.
Oh gosh, okay.
2 HP very quickly becomes 1 HP.
I'm scared. Oh god! Oh no!
Callie dashing into the Great Husk Sentry. They're just a little bit too low to get over it. That is super unfortunate on Callie's side.
Callie nail walking.
Yeah, I mean, hasn't really been allowed in the tournament so far, but I feel like at this point, Callie probably knows that it's if Callie had to go for the resetting up the shade skip and collecting Geo later on, like very little chance of bringing him back for the race. So fun little bit of wall cling storage there. You're gonna at least put on a show for us. Try and come back and get to city.
That's the detrimental part of not taking that one safety bench. It puts you all the way back at Salubra.
Yeah, and like dying after that gorgeous Husk Geo is already picked up, like it leaves you with very few options to make it up.
Pick up more Geo. You have to pick up quite a few extra relics. What is it? If you lose all of that G, you have to pick up King Station as well as Rafters?
Yeah, and even then, like, there's no way you're doing Devout Skip. You probably still need to kill some enemies for Geo.
DryEye's Watcher Night fight is much rougher than the last race. Handling it just fine, but some unfortunate hits there. Callie making his way back up to the Great Husk. Unfortunately, he has to kill the entire thing again. It didn't quite die.
Had it super low health that last fight for sure. Oh, gotta love as the shade is dying, those like void particles coming back to you can actually parry against the Great Husk Sentry for whatever reason. You get some fun extra freeze frames during that refight.
So we'll see DryEye collecting Lurian while Callie is just now making his way up to Watchers. Again, though, this is still honestly anybody's race. Umu is still a boss that exists. And even if nerves start to hit DryEye, even at the end of this race, if he knows he has a lead, that could really affect even, you know, the Hollow Knight fight. Any bit of nerves with shaky hands can really make you miss a lot of doubles and or take unfortunate damage.
Yeah, Callie having a very fast Ferocious Watcher there. Gonna be starting the first pair now. A little bit rude with all of these rolls, but...
Callie already on 2 HP. On 1 HP, I'm crying, I'm scared.
This first pair should be just about dead. Yeah, I'm not gonna have the soul to heal though. Could Dream Nail and decide to heal instead of fighting it. We'll see what he does though. They're just gonna go for it.
Oh my god, Callie, please! I am so scared. Oh god! No! No! Callie is saying my bad in chat. Is it because I'm screaming? Is this potentially a forfeit on...
Yeah, I think Callie might be saying, yeah, that's a really rough situation to want to play out. I think
it's a respectable
we can
decision.
Yeah, no, that's like so discouraging. To play after like the Great Husk Country death is already one thing. To keep going after a Watcher's Night death after it can definitely be pretty demoralizing. But Callie, you put on a great show. Not just during this race, but throughout the whole tournament. So, great job to you, and thanks for taking part of it.
Yeah, Callie, really, really solid runs. Unfortunately, you know, things happen. Getting the nods on screen. At least chat got to see the cool nail walk. I'm not sure if DryEye knows the situation that's going on. So let's continue to root for DryEye's race to have a good race.
Yeah. We kind of missed a little bit, but DryEye did get, I'm pretty sure that, I think got that right side Raptors there, right?
I think it was left.
Left side Raptors, okay. Yeah, same thing we saw last time then. One quick second to send a message.
We'll see DryEye going into Crystal Peak again. Callie collecting some grubs. You love to see it. Even though he abandoned the grub in the last race. Disappointed, Callie. Please. Okay, so DryEye did go for left side.
Okay.
Callie, no, DryEye saved the grub. Callie abandoned the grub in round 1. Callie going to... I don't know. Kill False Knight for funsies. DryEye taking a single hit in the infected Vengefly room. Yeah, the nail walk is a major glitch. There was a gentleman's agreement for the 1-2-2-1 tournament that would be allowed, but there would be a hefty time penalty if both runners agreed to letting it happen if needed.
Yeah, in the current patch tournament, though, I think the understanding was that even in case of a death, you weren't allowed to do nail walk, but I think Callie's still wanting to just kind of put on a show. At this level, even with the nail walk, can be pretty... It's like you're probably not making it back up. Yeah, DryEye taking a bit of damage in peak here, but otherwise looking pretty smooth. Gonna be seeing that dream nail drop that we saw last run too.
They are just
nice,
so
gets
cool
on the
looking.
second one too. Yeah, they're pretty great.
Going for the damage tank cycle here. You should be seeing another underplat.
We were doing yeah, we were doing a best of 3. DryEye did win the first one, and Callie's gonna be forfeiting. So DryEye is gonna be our winner of the tournament, but gonna be go ahead and playing out this run. And yeah, I think Callie asked if he's able to come in and join the comps to help us bring in DryEye for the rest of this run. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull him on in here.
Perfect. Welcome, Callie.
Hello.
Hi, Callie. Welcome in.
So, my bad. I did want to commentate for DryEye because I wanted to highlight some of the smaller details that he does. No offense, Shelby. Thank you for commentating. I just want to highlight some of the smaller details that DryEye does that most runners probably wouldn't notice.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, no worries. It's great to have some of the runners of the tournament in here on the comms too.
I do apologize for forfeiting. I know it's not good for a race watch, but I didn't want to play it from there.
Yeah, I mean, no worries. It's a very understandable thing to do. It's a hard mental thing to come back from.
Mm-hmm. But let's focus on DryEye's run instead for now.
Yeah.
Because it's doing great.
Maybe go ahead and taking that safety bench.
Going in on 5 HP instead of 2. for this round. Plus with full soul. Callie, say something so we can test the audio level.
Hello. I'm gonna still let you guys do most of the commentating. I just want to like point out some of the small details.
Okay, great. Hopefully the volume's a little better. DryEye getting that inventory knock by cancel, trying to set up this Umu in a good spot to go for the 2 cycle. Oh, it looks like getting an up slash there when you didn't mean to. Yeah, probably not going to be able to still turn this into a 2 cycle, but should be well on pace for a 3 cycle. An unfortunate extra to see there.
It's so far over.
Yeah, I think he has some time to pull it back, but just gonna miss that double. This actually might be a little bit tight for the 3 cycle. I think it's definitely still possible, but it's not the easiest.
Okay. Very nice.
Yeah, never mind. I mean, DryEye just made the 3 cycle look easy. Oh.
But dunking, ouch.
Does DryEye know that I forfeited?
I sent a message in his chat. Not sure if he's been looking at chat or not, but
Okay.
yeah, I did what I could to let him know.
Have you guys talked about that curl dash off the...
No, we haven't actually.
So the idea with that is you'll see DryEye jump on Monomon's cage, but then also go up to a higher position, right? And the reason why is because that capsule isn't perfectly flat. So he jumps to like the higher position so that when he dashes off of it, he's like a couple pixels farther to the right, so that when he talks to Quirrell, the knight only has to move like a pixel or two to adjust its position, because you always have to be in the same. The game always wants you in the same spot. So by dashing off that higher position, you get to a much nicer. It saves basically nothing, but it's slight optimizations.
Yeah, there's quite a few times like that in Hollow Knight runs where like if you can do the movement instead of having to rely on a cutscene to do the moving for you, it saves a decent amount of time.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and given any percent is a shorter category, you know, these minor optimizations end up being major throughout.
Yeah, and speaking of those minor optimizations, what you just saw DryEye do there was after he pogoed on that little background object, he actually got enough height to slope boost off of the corner of Monomon's tube, so he instantly starts falling faster.
Yeah, I know we saw DryEye go for that in the last run too.
I didn't know that was a thing, actually.
Yeah, there's
Here you'll see DryEye do 4 dashes. You might wonder why he doesn't C-dash, and it's actually because C-dash is about 4 dash lengths, but because you can nail slash as soon as you're out of there, it is slightly faster to actually do 4 dashes.
Nice QGA.
QGA, yep.
No respect for 4 mash shards. 4 mash shards is easily one of the most optimal movement categories, given that it's 7 minutes.
And Shelby's a godhood runner. Like everything's a shorter category for you, right?
Hey, that doesn't count. Not everyone wants to do the things that end in Godhome or 1xx.
DryEye not quite gonna be getting both doubles on the Petras there, but
That setup, I don't think it's possible.
oh really? I thought it was still just RNG dependent.
It's too far. No. The Petra is too far, so your fireball disappears by the.
Okay, I see.
Which is why you'll see the strats that do double will always do a trans dash or like some sort of pogo.
Mm-hmm.
So, Callie, I noticed you were going for the dashes for that lever gauntlet, and DryEye went for a C dash.
It was a pretty, I want to say recent, but also I'm a boomer. So like a year ago, I think, someone discovered that it was slightly faster if you do the dashes, but it's harder, right?
Yeah.
Do you want to explain what DryEye just did with the, does it like the ceiling boost or whatever?
I'm pretty sure that's slower what he just did, but he dashed left onto Massmaker's hut, and then any round slope, like if you use hitboxes, round surfaces will instantly accelerate you because the game wants you off of it as soon as possible.
Mhm.
Not getting hit by this spider this time. Very clean.
I didn't come in full health, full soul into Beast End. Feels pretty nice.
Can't devout skip though. I don't know if anyone ever goes back into Beast End once you collect Hera, but if you go back to that trap bench, you can just like pogo and juggle the guys' masks, and it's kind of fun. I recommend trying it.
Are we gonna see some classic Beast then? Never mind.
I'm not sure what DryEye is going for, because DryEye doesn't have the money to devout skip.
It's
I'm actually...
is he potentially just trying to show it off?
Okay, gonna get the
1.5.
RNG devout skip. Yeah, one of the downsides of playing on 1.5 is there's not the same like consistent fast devout skip setup that works on like 1221 and 1432. They're kind of just
The
at
reason
the
why is
mercy of the devout.
Yeah, and the reason why is because I think the hitboxes are different, or they just changed how the
The grub, you love it.
Yeah,
All right, he's seen your message for sure.
yeah, he
at
has,
this
he
point.
has.
I think the way I've heard Sawa explain the change is that just the way the game prioritizes like which hitbox to push you through and which hitbox to like keep solid is just different on 1.5. So instead of the game like clipping you through the devout hitbox, it like clips you through the like weird ceiling wall slope and just keeps you out instead.
I wonder if, because he's going for some funny things, if we'll maybe see a Rocket Knight outside of Black Egg. At least he freed the grub. He freed the grub. That's all that matters.
Not my runner.
My runner.
My hero saves the grub. I forgot which race it was. Somebody stopped in front of the grub jar and stared at it and pretended to hit the jar and then ran away.
Respect.
No, I don't remember who it was. It's definitely something that Wild would do.
Oh, there's actually a slight optimization there that I think only Chinese runners do. At least what I've seen is when you're coming out of Hera, you wall cling to that first ledge that you normally just fall off of, and because of that, you don't take a hard fall. You don't need to dash. You could just do a pre-jump.
Interesting.
I should be pretty shortly here going to be coming into that THK fight. This off.
Please go for Rocket Knight.
Oh, actually dashing too high to get the blob pogo. Like it's a rare occurrence.
No. Oh, I'm crying. If you C-dash past that door, it like keeps you in the animation, and it looks like the knight is flying, and it's very silly. But let's get some final Hollow Ds in chat for our champion DryEye. This is the final Hollow Knight of the tournament here.
How in depth have you gone with the Hollow Knight fight?
Not too much. I mean,
Not.
talking about the basics, you don't want parries, you want doubles. That's kind of it.
Okay, okay.
And like scream skip, but by all means, take over.
I don't know. There's not much I can say. One thing that you'll start seeing with more advanced runners is they'll count THKs stagger. So fast stagger is 10 hits, and then long stagger, where if you don't do it like fast enough or you get interrupted or something, is 13 hits. And what you'll see runners start to do is they'll start to count those staggers, so that say they know they're about to hit a stagger. So instead of dodging a THK attack, they'll just quickly nail cancel and stagger THK.
Interesting.
Another thing you can do is after you stagger THK with a nail, you can actually fireball fast enough, because it's the nail cancel, to the point where the fireball will hit THK without actually like bringing him back up out of the stagger. And then with the parries, whenever you hit a parry, you just press jump, and you can buffer that jump, and you'll always jump over.
Although I believe on current patch, it's faster to not hit the parries, right? To just wait them out?
I don't know if it's faster on any patch to do that.
Oh, okay. I know at some point
just
I
don't
heard
want
some
parries in
discussion
general.
about it, but yeah.
Right.
Not quite gonna
Aimed
get
out of
this.
a scream skip. GG.
Very well done, DryEye, our any percent current patch tournament champion.
We'll see if potentially he wants to come in for comms.
Bombs.
Or for post-race interview. My bad. I was reading the tourney races where it says comm. Still a really good time considering some of the funnies, like standing in front of the grub.
Yeah, no, I think one of DryEye's strongest suits is that he is an extremely consistent runner. If you ever watch one of his streams, you can go through the whole thing and you'll basically never see mistakes. It's crazy.
Okay, I think we're gonna go ahead and bring DryEye in here, and I think Sawa's gonna help out and do some translating for us too. Go ahead and welcome it on in and congratulate him.
GG DryEye.
Hey, DryEye,
GG.
congratulations.
Thank you. Arigato.
Champion DryEye.
Champion.
Let's go.
Yes.
And hello, Sawa.
Yeah, Sawa, thanks for helping out with the translation.
So, DryEye, how does it feel now that this is all said and done and you won?
ドライアイさん、ここで、トーナメント勝者として立つ、この今、どういう気持ちでしょ
やっぱり楽しかったの一言に聞きます。このトーナメント企画運営してくださった方や、もちろんレース一緒に走った方、コメント、リストリームしてくれた方、視聴者皆さんに感謝したいです。ありがとう。
the only word that I have for this tournament is fun. It was a lot of fun, and I would like to say thank you to all the runners that I've raced against, of course, all the commentators, the restreamers, everyone making it work on the back end, as well as everyone watching. I would just like to say thank you to everyone.
Yeah, it was great to have you in the tournament, DryEye.
Really
Tournament
solid
win.
runs.
トーナメントに参加してくれてありがとうございますということです。
いや、こちらこそありがとうございます。Thank you.
Oh, and then Dry, also, I do want to apologize. Sorry for forfeiting our second race. I wish I could have provided a more, satisfying end to the tournament, but it was fun. The first race was very fun.
カリグラフィティさんから、2戦目辞退してしまって、申し訳ございません。この、トーナメントにもちゃんとした、終止符を打ちたかったところですが、こんな形で終わらせてすみませんでしたとのことです。
そうですね。あまりやっぱり気にしないでと、私もこのトーナメント中何回も死にました。やめたくなったこともあります。わかります。1戦目すごく競ってて楽しかったです。ありがとう、カリ。
I just want to say it's okay. I died a lot in this tournament too, and
Thank you.
there's a lot of times that I want to quit too, but I'm just glad that the first race was really close and it was a lot of fun. And thank you for racing.
Thank you too.
Yeah, see, a question from Oat in the chat asking for both Callie and DryEye. Do you have a proudest moment from throughout the whole tournament for either of you? Or any like super notable things like that you want to highlight?
I can go first with this.
Mhm.
For me, I think the first race was, I don't know, I was just nervous the whole time, but it was really cool because there was a chance for me to get a 33. Even after I messed up the Rafters segment, I was still on pace for a 33 with C-dash route. So I was completely ready if out of Umu I was still extremely green, just switch back to QGA. But Umu split was kind of rough.
Yeah, dang, no, both of you were on like super good paces before like that Umu split kind of was rough for both, but yeah, that's awesome, Callie. And so if you would mind asking DryEye the same question, if there's any like proudest moments or anything like that that he'd like to highlight.
この大会全体を通して、一番、誇りに思っている、一番良かったと思ったところは何でしょ
ね、運です。
Luck.
Luck. Yeah, I mean, we gotta see DryEye. You gotta go for both of those like extra green path fireball skips during the races today. Always pretty nice.
このレースの中で、今日のレースの中で、緑の道入る直前のファイアボールスキップ2回とも成功していらっしゃいましたからね、とのことで。
そうですすね。本当に今日は運が良かったです。
Yeah, today my luck was just off the charts.
It's all skill. He's being humble.
Yeah, one question I have for both runners. So now that the any percent tourney is finished, do you have any plans for like future Hollow Knight speedrunning, like goals or things you want to push for? Like keep bringing down that any percent time, maybe move into some other categories.
That's
Alright.
I think it's better if DryEye goes first.
この、トーナメントが終わってしまった今、今後の、目標、やりたいこと、ありますでしょうか？何を、この any% 走り続けるか、他の何かをするか？
そうですね。他の何かを、別カテゴリーを始めたいと思ってます。で、やっぱりこうやって競争というか、人と競うことって楽しいことなので、この大会で強かったライバルたちが、今現役でやってるカテゴリーにちょっと殴り込みに行けたら楽しいかなと思ってます。
なるほど。Now that the 20% tournament's done, I'm thinking of going to other categories and running other categories of Hollow Knight. And with all the strong racers that I fought against in this tournament, and I kind of want to go into their into their specialty categories and kind of go and race them and punch in and try to beat their times.
Oh, that's super exciting. Can't wait to see that.
No thoughts on a 33 or on playing Ismas?
33分台を目指すとか、イズマチャートを走るとか、そういう考えはないのでしょうか？
今はね、ないですね。33はまだ未練ありますので、やるかもです。
Not at the moment, at the very least. I do want to get a 33 at one point, at some point, so I might come back to any percent at a later time.
Okay, I guess it's my turn to answer now.
Yeah.
So I already haven't been playing much Hollow Knight since the tournament started.
Mhm.
So I had no plans on continuing any form of speedrunning after this. I'm gonna retire probably to become, for now, a Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom player, and then hopefully August like Armored Core comes out, and then hopefully in another 5 years Silksong comes out, and I might try pick up speedrunning again.
Exciting. I'll be awaiting your return to speedrunning, Callie. So.
Thank you.
Yeah, unless we have any other questions from chat, I think we'll probably go ahead and start wrapping it up.
For real, both runners for this final, insanely cracked. Really fun to watch this entire tournament.
We actually had a last second question from Oat. Is DryEye playing Tears of the Kingdom?
チャットからの質問、ドライアイさんへの質問ですね。ゼルダの伝説、Tears of the Kingdom を遊ぶ予定はありますでしょうか？
スイッチ持ってないので、プレゼントしてくれたら、誰かがプレゼントしてくれたらやります。
I don't have a Switch, so I don't have plans to do that at all. But if someone will gift me a Switch, I will play it.
All right, well, you've heard it out. We need to figure out a way to get DryEye a Switch for that Tears of the Kingdom content.
Well, if there's no other questions or comments from the runners, I think we'll start wrapping this up.
Yeah. Thanks again to Callie and DryEye, both put on a great show. Thank you so much, Sawa, for jumping in to do the translating here for the interview, and also for restreaming it for the Japanese community. Really appreciate that. It's great to be able to have that. But great. With that, I think we're going to go ahead and raid over to Mando Splushsy doing a Steel Soul any percent race. So yeah, let's go wish them some luck with their run. And thanks again, everyone, for watching.
Thank you.
GG's runners.
GG's DryEye, my champion.
My champion as well.
But not my hero. Don't say